What about it, YouTube? Okay, my video that I did talking about Dingo Southern, who I'm sorry I kept calling Southern Dingo, but anyway, my video, when I watched it, it confused me. So I thought I would clarify what I mean here in the totality of things. Okay, so the reason, one reason why the GDL looks like such shit in public is they're just hateful and they're the accuser. Okay, that's not Christian whatsoever. So it's good that they don't associate themselves with Christian, but it's bad that they go out there and look like complete shit and do everything that any small hat would want to have happen so that they could find the excuse for them to push First Amendment attacks in the country. Okay, that's obvious. That's obvious even to Dingo Southern and his crew and his GoyTalk crew. So they're telling him that what he's lacking is positive values. Okay, well, yes, that is absolutely true. But the problem is that somewhere along the line with these nationalist guys, somewhere along the line, right, they're getting confused that by having positive values, that just that alone is going to protect them or give them the edge or make them listenable or attract listeners, whatever. My point is, no, you're not going to attract anybody. You look like just as much shit as the GDL, in fact, to the normies out there. I know you want to pretend that the normies, the blue-pilled, whatever you call them, that they are more, that you're accessing them and you're causing them to think and jump on board with you guys. You may have a better effect at doing that than the GDL does to the normies, but it's unfortunate that anybody would ever get sucked into either one of your groups, because neither of you represent Christ. Neither of you represent Jesus. None of you do. The problem with you guys, though, nationalists, all right, at least the GDL, makes it known that we're absolutely not Christian, right? They make that explicitly known. That was my first beef with them. And then it came to light a bunch of other shit, but that's old news. The thing about you guys is, right, is you are verifying everything that the small hats through their media ops and the culture ops have done to demonize what people consider white, right? This white shit needs to end. This color shit needs to end. That's why the blacks kicked your ass on that thing when you called in. All that shit needs to end. We all just need to associate or identify as children of God who love Jesus would be ideal. That would be ideal. And if you want to call it Christian, that's fine too. But I was all over the frickin' map talking about Christian in that last video, and like I say, it confused myself. But what I was trying to get at here is that you guys hearken, you guys are hearkening to this traditionalist thing, this thing of the past. Now, even though you do not mention Christianity per se, it's drug in there. It's part of the view that people have of what's wrong with the past, right? The extreme left, the kooks, the degenerates, the ones that, do as thou wilt, the ones that buy into the selfish, solipsistic beast system of, self-gratification. If it feels good, do it. Okay? That shit, as we've watched, has built to a pinnacle with Obama, right? Then there was the reaction with Trump. So this is the fallout now, where you've got people who, the statistical minority of people who just refuse to behave and just get along. They're the ones saying that the reason that they can't just go about their business and shut up is because they're oppressed, right? They're oppressed. And who are they oppressed by? I mean, it's all fake. It's all fake. But who are they oppressed by, do they say? By white guys, predominantly. White traditionalist, especially the nationalist, I mean, the Nazi thing. I mean, you're either going to look like a godless Nazi, which I'm not judging the whole Nazi thing right now. I mean, I'm just saying to a normie, you're going to come off as a godless Nazi at best, which is not really anything, but at worst, you're going to drag in the notion that this is the Christian thing that we've all been taught about. That I'm saying that the culture has come to been told is the reason for all the problems. It was Christian society that allowed all the progress, but the small hats turned it upside down and said that the Christians were the ones, preaching bullshit about flat Earth that was holding everything back, and it was the Christians that were, constantly at odds with science. Science came from Christians. Christians, and truth and understanding is a Christian thing. Anyone who's, talking otherwise, and, Ayn Rand and the rest of it, don't know what the fuck they're talking about. They're Jews, Ayn Rand, and they're lying, and they're the ones that blamed the Christians for flat Earth, and unfortunately we have flat Earth now picked up by Christians again, started by Jews who are doing it to mock. Anyway, I'm getting off on that again. Not trying to. What I'm saying here with the Christian thing is, you guys, all you're doing is making the Christian thing look like shit, even though you're not mentioning it. All you're doing is making it look like shit because everyone knows it's there somewhere. And so they're going to say that it's with you. They're going to say, look, you're verifying everything they ever complained about. You're saying, look, we're white, this is our nation, get used to it. Deep down inside, you don't want to be around us anyway, and we don't want to be around you. And but this is ours, and we're going to Jew LARP, we're going to be ethno-state extremists. You're going to get on a boat and you're going to get out of here, and we're going to do it the white way. Dude, that message, where do you think that's going to go, dude? Really? Blacks who have more generations in this country than your family, they're going to pick up and go because you said this is your place? And then again, you guys want to take credit for all of the everything? But how many sins have you committed, dude? How many... all of this pride, all of this... that's what it is, right? This white pride, this nationalistic pride. Dude, pride is the devil, dude. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. You may have your talents. That's great. Wonderful. But don't sit there and act like that means you are better and need to be separated. That is retarded, dude. It's not going to happen. It's pie in the sky. You're just giving them everything they want. All your criticism against the GDL can be laid upon you in the same amount. I mean, all they need is you and the GDL to say, look at these guys. These guys right here absolutely come right out and say they hate Jews. These guys over here say we don't hate Jews, we just want them in their place. And we want to be in our place, and we just want the blacks in their place. And we want our place. And we're white, whatever that means. So, on the downside, when I say the word Christianity, on the downside, that gets drug into this crap that you guys are doing. Whether you like it or not, whether you say it or not, whether they say it or not, because it's all about that traditional, and then they throw that into national, and then they throw that into neo-Nazi. It never looks good. I would never associate with it. Walk away, dude. Walk away. If what you are is a loving person that tries to go out there and express love in society, and you expect a polite society, and so that's what you espouse, then you're doing the right thing. Whether that's going to win or not, that's another thing. The battle is bigger than you and me, dude. The battle is bigger than your gay buddies on GoyTalk. It's way bigger. Way bigger. It goes beyond the physical, man. It's a battle of principalities. You've got to win over hearts. And the only way you're going to do that is with love. And Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life. So, whatever you want to call that. Whatever. Christianity, whatever. I mean, a child of God. But that's where it's got to come from. That's where your positive values have to come from. There should be no negative values. Jesus didn't talk about having negative values. Jesus didn't say going around talking about what you hate. I mean, unless you want to say you hate wickedness. Okay? But other than that, you hate sin. But other than that, there is no hate. There's no hating people. There's no hating groups. There's no hating it, right? You can call it out. You can say, look, this is what you're doing. I don't accept it. I'm not tolerant of it. I'm not happy about it. You can do that, judge them by their fruits and let none of their bullcrap be hidden in secret, right? That's fine. And try to protect society as you go along. But hopefully that clarified the whole throwing Christian around every which way in that last video. You're making whites look like shit, whatever that is, and by adhesion, you're making Christianity look like shit. Even though you're not talking about it. Okay? It's in the back of people's minds. Instead, if you were actually living as a Christian and giving those positive values to people, they could be coming to them, and then, right, shit goes viral in this day and age. It doesn't take long for ideas to take hold. So what if you had a bunch of people just go, yeah, shit, what if we just all get along, we are the world, and start being Christian? Because we tried it this other way, and it's all empty, and it's all a road to hell, and everyone's lonely. And so, how about we try it the other way? How about we try it with love? How about we give up the selfishness? How about we give up the pride? How about we try Jesus and we do it? We just try that. Why not? Okay? But not as long as you guys are going to make it look like shit. That's what I'm saying. Dingo Southern. Got your name right. Come on, man. I know you're smart. I can tell you're smart. Just get on Team Jesus and knock this other crap off.